This is your second stimulus check update and your stimulus package update as of Wednesday, July 29th. The Republicans finally released their version of the next stimulus package known as the HEALS Act to counteract the HEROES Act, which is the Democrats' version of the next stimulus package that was released 2 months ago. Now, the Republicans and the Democrats need to negotiate and determine what goes into the final stimulus package. In a nutshell, the Republicans want to spend $1 trillion, while the Democrats want to spend $3 trillion. So we can think of the Republican proposal as the minimum that we would receive, and we can think of the Democratic proposal as the maximum we would receive. Take unemployment benefits as an example. The Republicans want to extend the unemployment benefits for $200 a week. The Democrats want to extend the unemployment benefits for $600 a week. The Republicans and Democrats will negotiate and determine the final amount of how much the unemployment benefits will be extended for. But we can safely conclude that the final value will be between the Republican value of a minimum $200 a week or the Democratic value of a maximum of $600 a week. That is what we can expect. And just to give some more details about the unemployment benefits, in the HEALS Act, the Republicans want to extend the unemployment benefits for $200 a week until October 5th. After that, they want to continue the unemployment benefits but have it be based off of how much you were making previously while you were working. The Democrats, on the other hand, want to simply extend the unemployment benefits for the $600 a week until January 2021. Therefore, the Democrats and Republicans will need to reconcile this issue and work it out. In terms of the stimulus check, the Republican version gives a $1,200 stimulus check and $500 per dependence. This version allows you to claim adult dependents. The Democrat version gives a $1,200 stimulus check and $1,200 per dependents. This version also allows you to claim adult dependents as well. The income limitations that apply are the same as the previous stimulus check. The stimulus check should be easy to negotiate because the Republican version and the Democrat version are very similar. Therefore, we can most likely expect a second stimulus check and that amount to be $1,200. When it comes to eviction protection for renters, the Republican version provides no protection. Larry Kudlow said a few days ago that they would extend the eviction protection. However, that was not included in the Republican version. The Democrat version extends the eviction protection. This will definitely be an area of conflict between the Republicans and the Democrats. When it comes to funding for state and local governments, the Democrat version gives additional $1 trillion of aid to help out state and local governments. The Republican version gives no additional money. Instead, the Republican version says that state and local governments can use the $150 billion left from the previous stimulus package. This issue for state and local government assistance is expected to cause a lot of conflict between the Republicans and Democrats. For liability protection and COVID-19 lawsuits, the Republicans want to give a 5-year liability shield to businesses, which would make it very difficult to sue businesses successfully for getting COVID-19. Businesses would only be found liable if you could prove gross negligence or intentional misconduct. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell said that the Republicans refused to pass a bill without liability protection. The Democrats are fighting back against this because they say that this prioritizes big businesses and special interests. The leaders of the Republican team and the leaders of the Democrat team met last night to hash out the details, but the meeting simply did not go well. Chuck Schumer, leader of the Democrats in the Senate, said, "We are far apart. The Republican version is stingy. The negotiations were disappointing. The leaders of the Republicans and the leaders of the Democrats will resume negotiations today and for the rest of the week.